everyone, Shasher. I'm doing a show reaction to the Star Wars: The Clone Wars. This is one of those new shows I'm going to be testing out along with Ruby. So yeah, I'm going to be starting up this one, and depending on the response, I don't know if I'm going to do both, but I don't know if I'm going to do both Ruby and this one. I might have to pick one or the other just for timing reasons. But this is one of the new shows I'm testing out. Hopefully, you guys like it. So I only seen bits and pieces of this show. I do know when it's set, and I have seen, in order to catch up, I have watched the first two episodes. I have watched the first two episodes that were recommended on the Lucasfilm watch list. So like they have like a list of episodes. I think it's up to like season 5. Up to season 5 is where they have the list currently, and I know we're getting a season 6 soon, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, that's where I'm going to be following. I'll probably leave a link in the description down below so that way you guys can catch up with me. But yeah, so last episode I watched, what was that? Last episode, so I've seen the first 2 episodes of that list, and then I watched the movie, and then I rewatched the movie, which is kind of funny because I actually saw the movie in theaters when I was like very little, so it was very interesting watching it again. You can definitely see that. Yeah, this is about 2 to 3 episodes combined, which I think was the initial case. But yeah, so where we left off, I believe Anakin has just recently gotten Ahsoka as an apprentice, which I think is a really cool idea. I know she becomes like a very big character. I think we might even be seeing her in Rebels soon, so that's gonna be interesting. And so, with that, and then they just recently had the whole hut situation. So now I think the last time we saw them, they were on like, I don't think it was Naboo. I think might have been Naboo, or a sister planet Naboo. I need to double check, but last time we checked with them, they were on Naboo, and they were pretty much stuck. They were pretty much stuck there, trying to take down the Separatist leader. But that got resolved, so I'm very curious to see where they are now. And yeah, let's just jump into it, shall we? 2, 1.
Public defenses. Though they have fought valiantly with the help of Twi'lek freedom fighter Cham Syndulla, hope is fading for Jedi Master Dai and his men as the droid army closes in.
I love how it pretty much looks like this. This is very something that we've seen before.
Master Jedi, we're running out of food and water, and our heavy weapon systems are out of power.
I'll contact the forces in orbit. Admiral Dai, this is General Dai. We're in trouble down here. We need those supplies immediately.
So that we can dispatch ships from Toydara and get Ryloth the relief supplies it needs.
I understand perfectly.
This had better be important.
Sir, we intercepted a coded transmission between Senator Organa and the Jedi Council. We were able to partially unscramble.
Offwelder, we will provide you whatever you need to continue your journey, but you may not leave this ship.
I am Senator Bail Organa of the Galactic Republic. I come to speak with the High Exalted King of Toydara.
Hello!
Oh
Let
God.
me sit through. We're on a diplomatic mission.
Oh God.
Senator Organa, it's a pleasure to
Oh
receive you.
God.
You, Representative Binks. Shall we?
Our laws of hospitality demand that we offer assistance, but this planet is closed to offworlders.
We are obliged to deliver our message to your king in person. It won't take a minute.
Oh God. So I have a friend who told me, he does get. I have feelings about Jar Jar. I really do. I'm not the biggest fan of the prequels, and
Let me do the talking.
And Phantom Menace is the reason why. And I don't like Jar Jar. It's nothing against the actor or anything. It's just he's not a well-written character, and that
State your business, offworlders.
voice
Representative Binks of Naboo.
I don't know why.
Senator
It just
Bail
does.
Organa of Alderaan, sire.
And keep in mind, I liked the prequels when I was a kid, but as soon as I turned 10, it was just like
orientation.
it was just like
They should have explained that
I
Toydara
kind
is a
of grew up.
neutral
That
system.
said, each
We
prequel
are
does
not
get
part of the
arguably better, but
yes,
yeah.
Your Majesty. That is why we have come before you as friends. There is a humanitarian crisis.
We will now hear arguments in the matter of using Toydarian territory to aid the shipment of relief supplies to the citizens of Ryloth. Senator Organa.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Your Highness, our cities lie in ruins. Our transportation hubs are all but destroyed, so I cannot return home. Our crops burn. The Twilight people are starving. And they will die if no aid comes to them. I appeal to you, great king.
Senator Organa is deceiving you. The inconvenient fact remains that this is a war, and Ryloth is a battlefield. The planet is under a separatist blockade because Jedi Knights and clone soldiers are battling the droid army for control of the surface. This will not be a humanitarian base. It will be a military base. The Separatist Senate will see it as a violation of your neutrality. That, in turn, will expose the Trade Federation's ships to attacks from the Separatists and force us to cease trade with Toydaria. A situation desirable to no one.
Your Majesty, the people of Ryloth did not ask to be invaded. Do not let them suffer because war came to them.
I sympathize with the plight of the Twi'leks, but this is not about saving them when they are fighting against the Separatists.
After considerable debate, I have made my decision. I am sorry, Senator Organa. But for the sake of my people, Toydaria must remain neutral.
A wise ruling, Your Majesty.
Yeah.
That did not go well.
What are Risa gonna do now?
My friends,
Yeah.
Toydaria cannot turn a blind eye to the suffering of Ryloth. The Twi'leks are innocent victims caught between the warring factions through no fault of their own.
I'm glad you agree, Your Highness. What are you prepared to do?
You may use Toydaria to transfer the supplies you brought with you.
That's only enough food for one, maybe 2 rotations.
It will have to do. And you must guarantee that the Trade Federation will not be able to link Toydaria to the mission.
Agreed. I have an idea.
Careful. It might be full of clones. No clones. Just explosives. Explosives!
Gotcha.
Halt! We cannot get through. We will have to find another way around.
Captain Keeley,
I'm not finished yet, sir. We can do this, General.
Understand.
let's make the end memorable.
No.
This is Republic Blockade Runner 0909. We have broken through.
The Twi'leks will live to fight another day.
No.
The supplies have arrived at the drop point. Stop right there.
You look pale, Senator.
I have just received information that a fleet of Republic ships has penetrated the blockade around Ryloth.
If the Trade Federation has proof of any treaty violation, you are welcome to present it to the full Senate.
It takes years for the Senate to decide anything. dangerous game, Organa. Next time, you will not get away with this.
The Republic has heart, my friend, but I am not convinced it has the strength to prevail. However, after what I witnessed here today, perhaps it is time I reconsidered our neutrality. Tell the Jedi I am open to meeting with them.
Master Yoda will be glad to hear it.
For now, at least, the people of Ryloth shall endure.
On an all-new episode.
That was Star Wars: The Clone Wars season. Okay, because this is actually so. Okay, here's the way that this is actually the. I'm just gonna say episode 4, because this is actually in the 3rd season, and it's the 3rd episode, 3rd season. So yeah, this is gonna be episode 4, Star Wars. This is how I'm gonna title it: Star Wars Clone Wars episode 4, Supply Lines. That's how I'm gonna title it. So yeah. So anyways, that was Supply Lines, and this was a very interesting episode. Okay, I'm probably gonna get flack for the Jar Jar thing, because they actually used him very interesting. Like, they actually used his weakness as a strength, and I thought that was interesting, especially given that I'm not the biggest Jar Jar fan, and if you know if he's in any other episodes, let me know beforehand, because I have some feelings about him, and yeah. So yeah. But other than that, though, I actually really like this episode, and I really got to see, okay, how big this war is, and I know this is sort of it seems like sort of an anthology series where we're kind of following different people at different times. So and I know we're going to be following like Anakin and Obi-Wan and Ahsoka and that type of stuff. But it's mostly, I think, about the whole entire Jedi Council, and I think it's really, really interesting. It's just weird that this show was kind of, because I'm looking at my episode list, and it seems like this show was aired out of order. For those that originally watched it, was it like that? Because I sort of remember it was out of order, but not to this extent. I mean, it's not bad that it's out of order. It's just weird, and it has a very weird side where, like, some episodes produced earlier, and then some episodes say, we're not going to show this later because it doesn't really make sense in the story, or I'm just curious about that. But other than that, though, I really enjoyed this episode, and yeah, I hope you guys did as well, and yeah. Anyways, if you like your reaction, make sure you comment down below in the comment section. Also, subscribe. My name is Josh. See you in the next episode.